here with someone that is homeless. And let's listen to her story, okay? We're not judging, we're not doing none of that. We're all human, living a human experience. So let's be kind and humble. Okay, so how long you been on the streets?
2 years.
2 years. Is it getting harder as the years go by, or are you able to adapt to your situation?
It's getting harder because the rules change, it seems like, and I never know where to go. And I don't know what's legal. And if I do go somewhere, I get moved by the police or um, just by other people.
Okay. About the MAC, you have not been in the MAC yet, have you? The multiple agency center that they built for the winter shelter?
No.
No, no. Do you know where it's at?
Wait, is that the one on Ninth?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? We did go there. Is that Ninth? Is that where we went?
Yeah.
Okay, I did. I didn't know that's what it was.
It's called the MAC, Multiple Agency Center.
I did not know that.
Okay. And so, what was your experience there?
Um, I was kind of frustrated because it seems like the rules change. Like, I don't feel well, and I had my feet on a chair for a minute, and I got yelled at. But then the next day, when I went to go find a chair, I asked a helper if I could please have the chair that somebody was put their feet on. And she said, no, he's asleep. But then they always get mad if you're sleeping in there with your feet on a chair. And I just was kind of frustrated. So she went and found me a chair finally. But I thought the rules change. They're not consistent yet.
How do you feel about your safety there? Because I know the same people that's on the street is the same people that's going inside there.
I feel a little bit safer because there's staff there.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Um, what about, have you had any lunch, breakfast, dinner there?
Yes, and dinner is the best.
Okay. What about blankets, covers? Have you seen any pillows or anything
No
like that?
pillows, no sheets. You lay on a bed mattress with two blankets, and I'm okay with that.
You okay with that? Okay, what about the people there? Not the employees. How are you getting treated by the other female? Because I know they got the female side and the male side, and then they got it where you can congregate together, right? So how you feel about the people there?
I don't know anybody there, but just a few people. So the few people I do know, we talk, we say hi, we
Excuse me.
communicate, and the others are just the same rowdy, vulgar that they are on the street.
Okay, okay. And you think it's that way because how society has treated them in life, or you think if society treated them different, they would be different, or you just think these people are who they are and we should accept this?
I think it's who they are and who they've become. And sometimes old habits are hard to break. But I'm very kind to everyone. We had an incident the first night. I wasn't feeling well, and I waited for all the women to go in, and I asked my husband to help me walk to the door because my things were heavy. And we said, "Excuse me," he's just helping me to the door because the men were lined up to go to their rooms. And my husband got pushed.
Oh, wow.
And he had a cup of water in his hand and it went all over me. And then there was an issue where he's been on the bottom bunk the whole time. He's been there and he got moved to a top. So we had to negotiate and talk in order for him to get a bottom bunk. And I felt like that was unfair. That was, if you just listen to what really happened, because we didn't do anything. But it's like, excuse me. And it just seemed like the same mentality as to somebody gets, gets their feelings hurt or their toes stepped on, they react.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel you on that. Um, so your housing situation. So if you had a voucher to get housing and the funding to keep up a housing, would you be able to do that?
No, I would not at this point because um, the income that I do have is 184 every 2 weeks, and nobody will rent to me under that.
Okay, that's the same thing. The problem I'm having because the place I stayed at 2 years ago, the rent went up. So, and then with my husband, well, he's my ex-husband now because our income changed because what he was getting and what I was getting made his income change. So we couldn't afford where we were staying at. And now he's in a house and he still can't afford it. I'm helping him and I'm living in my car. Um, Housing has went up. Price of gas has went up. Price of electricity has went up. Price of water is going up.
Groceries.
Groceries are going up. And then they want us to live happily and be humans and be a part of society and smiling, but it's kind of hard when you're worried about everything that you can't even help.
That is true. And I think homelessness is a choice. But I feel like I've had no other choice because of my situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I am so ready. I'm tired of being tired on the street.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes me sad because I haven't been as motivated as I am now.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of makes me mad at myself too because I was born on the street. And at 5 years old, I was adopted. But the street always called me for some reason. And I do not regret anything I've learned while I have been here.
Mm. Mm. I think I've learned more from the streets.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. That's what we need. We need for them to hear we are human and we're out here crying out for help, but they keep putting different stimulations and ordinances and all this on us, will making it harder for us to live or even want to be here. And we're struggling enough and we're getting judged and we don't need the judgment right now. We know who we are. We know we're homeless. Half of us don't even want to be on the street, but we can't afford the housing. Half of us don't want to go to your shelter because it's not organized. It's not ready for anybody to be there really. But it's something they put up because of the wintertime. A lot of us are struggling. We need the city council people to come really talk to the people like I am doing. Listen to their stories. We are human, living a human experience just like you. Just because you're in the city council, you got a house, you got a car, you got a job. But most of y'all people in the city council are getting paid by the taxpayers. And most of us as homeless, we used to be taxpayers.
Yes.
We worked a 9 to 5. We have been there. Um, it's our situation, our choices that has got us here where we are homeless. But we need the city council to see, really get out in the street and see. You cannot put a city ordinance on somebody and expect us to pay fines or go to jail for how we living and society put us here.
And I also have 6 children
Mm-hmm.
that are young adults.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, Mom, are you done being homeless yet? And I say, can I come stay with you till I can get on my feet? No.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, I raised you.
Mm-hmm.
How can you say no?
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it is hard when you have family that has housing and have the
Stability.
stability. I feel you on that because a lot of my family members wouldn't let me stay. I can go in there, cook. I can go in there and take a shower. I can go in there, and clean that house, but I can't stay there. Um,
One time I stayed in my marital home's backyard till my ex came home so I could ask him if I could stay just for a little bit while I figure something out. And he said, if you stay, I call the police. And that made me so mad. After 38 years, you wouldn't think you would ever hear that.
Yeah. 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 So, Lily Wu, Brandon Johnson, and the other city council people that are listening to this live stream right now, we need you in the streets. We need you talking to the humans. We're not property. We're not a menace to society until you make us a menace to society. We are humans just like you are. We have stories. We have love. We have compassion. We have everything that you have. We have faith. We have God. We just want to live. Can we just live?
And if I could get on my feet and have a place to call home, I would do more than anything to help those in need, because I love and I give and I'm kind. And that's all I want in return.
Oh, thank you for your story.
Thank you.
This is Shorty with the Hype Shania. Please, everybody get out there and support your city. Support everybody in your city. You can't just support the city council people. You can't just support agencies that really don't help. You need to get out there. Listen to these people's story. Everybody has a story to tell. There's a lot of women out here that has been sexually abused, sexually trafficked out. There's a lot of women out here don't want to go back to the house that they used to stay in because maybe that was an abusive relationship. There's people out here that's living because they can't stay with family members because their family members are probably have their own family. So get out here, learn stories, learn the people that you are supposed to be helping out and want off the streets. You cannot take somebody off the street and expect him to live in a place that you just put up overnight and think they're going to be just acting human. They've been on the streets for so long. I've been on the streets for 2 years. Please, everybody, we need you to donate pillows for the MAC. We need you to donate hygiene for the MAC. Let's get in there. Let's make a kitchen. A lot of these homeless people know how to cook. Donate pots and pans. A lot of these people wouldn't mind cooking for the next man sitting next to them or the next person sitting next to them. Let's do better. This is Shania, Shorty with the Hype Shania. Tune it out. Stay on the positive side of life. Thank you so much.
Was it okay?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great.